back to Trails Through Daybreak. I better go plug my phone in before it dies, because it's very close to doing that. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know why I would do anything with Ashin. Damn, this publisher works fast. Already got something out about the Tharbad Film Festival. Let's see what they say about it. Yep, they were definitely there and watching the entrance. Check it out! Another special on Nina Fenley! That chick's on a roll lately! I mean, why wouldn't she be? She stole Judith Lancer's crown of the best actress at the festival. She's gotta be the hottest actress in Zemuria right now. Guess it's now Nia's time to be in the spotlight. Not that I'll stop liking Judith or anything. Of course, but you know what I mean. Hell yeah, man. I mean, hell yeah, man. God damn it. Oh, fuck it. Hell yeah, man. No one keeps the action sexy like her. Hey, is that who I think it is? She got her hair down? That's what I like to see. Okay, no time to waste. Time to watch another... You're watching the same movie again? That's gotta be the third time now. Huh? What the heck? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing? Coming to this theater and watching your own damn movie over and over again? Don't you think that's kinda... Shh! Don't say another word! This isn't a good place to talk. Just follow me. Alright, the coast is clear. Are you out of your mind? Do you know what would have happened if people in that theater knew I was there? Hey, you're the one who blurred your own horn. I was trying to keep my voice down so only you could hear me. If people were gonna notice you, it wouldn't have been because of me. What, you still... Anyway, you didn't answer my question. Why all the repeat viewings of your own movies? You that much of a narcissist? Who said I was a narcissist? It's nothing like that. Look, I get it. We can all go through that phase at some point in our lives. It's perfectly normal for you to get a kick out of how hot you look in the mirror when you're going through puberty. Thought you were a little old for that, though. I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. And what do you mean old? I'm younger than you. I'll take your word for it then. So, what is it you're doing? Some kind of weird hobby? It's not a hobby. I didn't come here to watch the movie. I came here to watch the audience. The audience? Like what? To bask in their adoration as they watch you strut your stuff? Well, damn, girl, you're an even bigger narcissist than I thought. Gotta hand it to you. It takes a special kind of person to go through that much trouble to have their ego massaged. Props. Now you're just trying to piss me off, aren't you? You figured it out already. And here I was hoping I'd get a couple more swedge out of that. You could at least pretend to be a little sorry. I swear, talking to you is bad for my mental health. Okay then, real talk. I'm guessing you're here to gauge the audience's reaction to your work. More or less. Although I'm mostly looking for some specific things. When I come on the screen, I pay attention to how the people around me are reacting. When they laugh, or they cry, or they'll let down. Oh, let down as in, they're like, oh, that was shit. Stuff like that. It gives me a good barometer of how well my acting is. So I can see where I maybe need to improve going forward. You don't say. I didn't realize you did so much homework about shoots. I didn't do it just to study the reactions either. I also do it to put things into perspective for myself. I guess that's how you would put it. Not sure I follow. When I'm filming something, obviously I like to think that the final product's going to come out just like the director and I intended. But audiences don't always see what we see in the same way. They might hate something you felt confident about, or they'll love something you didn't even put all that much work into. Some people might chalk it up to just differences in tastes or perspectives, but that feels like such a waste, when there's so much you can learn. Unlike what you might think, we don't make movies just to satisfy ourselves. We want audiences to be moved. maybe even be inspired by them. You can't improve your craft as an actor unless you take the time to sit down and figure out where you and your audiences don't see eye to eye. At least that's what I sincerely feel.
Huh, you put more thought into your own work than I expected. I always figured you were just riding the wave of your own success all the way to the bank.
Helios, you sound just like my mom and granny. What on Zamiria makes you think I'm anything like that?
I was trying to give you a compliment. Anyway, interesting to know your family gives you the same sort of grief, though.
Pretend you didn't hear that.
Also, I'm impressed you can discern people's faces so much inside a dark movie theater. Is that one of the perks from your side hustle? It gives you cat-like vision?
No, it's not because of that. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who does this woman think she's fooling?
Is this some sort of field research something you've got done since becoming an actress?
I used to do it a lot back in the day, but the last 2 or 3 years, not so much. These days, as soon as I wrap up one film, it's immediately on to the next shoot. Between that and my other occupation, I hardly have time for it now.
But you had some time for once and decided to do it for old time's sake.
Had it, more like I had to make it. I had to turn down every offer for shooting and interviews in order to make this happen.
No kidding. That determined, huh?
It's not just that I missed it and wanted to do it. The festival made me realize I need to start stepping up my game.
Because you had the award for Best Actress taken from under your nose.
Pretty much. Nina has such incredible talent for an actress her age. I knew she might catch up to me sooner or later, but I didn't remotely expect it to happen this soon.
I get how that might be a shock to you, but it's just one film festival. Do you really need to be so hung up on the results? Her winning the award doesn't take away from the caliber of your own acting. Golden Blood and Wolves Requiem are both huge, incredibly entertaining films. Those reviews had them neck and neck when it came to the quality of their acting and their sheer level of polish.
I appreciate the pep talk, but I don't want to give excuses for what happened. At the end of the day, I lost. Those are the facts, plain and simple. If I don't always knock audiences and judges off their feet with my acting, then I'm not doing the absolute best I can.
Spoken like a true actress who's earned her spot as the queen of the industry. When I first got to see the real her, I thought I'd regret ever being a fan, but maybe I don't even have to worry about anything after all.
You got something else you want to say to me, Anyway, not to get off topic, but how did you see me through my disguise? I know it wasn't the most elaborate thing in the world, but I was pretty confident I wouldn't get caught.
I probably only noticed because I heard a couple of guys talking about you before I saw you. If I hadn't, I doubt I'd given you the time of day.
Really? What were they discussing?
Nothing big, just how things went for you through the film festival. And the way they were talking, those awards, or lack of, I guess, don't seem to have done anything to diminish your fan base. I know I still count myself to be a part of it.
Oh, good to know. Well, don't you worry. Next time a film festival comes rolling around, I'll be standing at the top of the winner's podium, where I belong. Until then, I'm going back to basics and honing my acting so it's much better. You'll see.
Good luck with that. I'll be watching.
Maybe you're not so bad after all.
What the hell am I doing at the park? Call it a day. I agreed to meet up with the immovable once my other work was done. Should I head over there now? It's a little early, but I think we should just call it a day. You can head on back to the office. Agnes, feel free to go straight to the dorms if you want.
Really? Does this have to do with your conversation with that bracer earlier?
It's nothing that important. Oh, and your trial period's over, Reset. I don't know how long you were planning on hanging around, but we're happy to have you.
Thank you. I'll bring the supplies we purchased back to our base.
Appreciate it. Anyway, don't stay out too late now, you guys.
Oh. Why is he running off all on his own? Do you think we should track him? We shouldn't invade his privacy. But aren't you curious, Agnes? I mean, yeah, but... Reset, aren't you against prying into Van's business too? On the contrary, I'm in full support. I've been fiercely curious about his destination. Furthermore, it seemed he was going there for the sake of his acquaintances rather than the personal business. But in truth, I was recommended to start spending more time as I please, so I intend to do just that. What? Alright, then we shouldn't leave anyone out. Let's call Aaron. Will you be coming along, Miss Quadell? Fine. I don't want to be the only one left out. I really thought you were more mature than this. I apologize for my imperfect nature. I am still only 20 after all. He knows that they're following, right? He's like, what the fuck? Good grief. Those guys just can't leave me to my business. Man, a big-ass bracer like you can't just stand around here and not expect to get stares, you know. Hey there, sorry for calling you on such a short notice. How'd you manage to convince the others to let you go? Don't worry about it, I lost them anyway. But think you gave me more of a heads up next time? Those kids will poke their noses into anything. Sure thing, next time. So, what do you even want from me? If you just wanted someone to help you blend in, wouldn't Elaine or Quastel do the job just fine? They're tough enough to serve as backup, but they probably just make it stand out more than you think. Besides, I think you're a better fit with who we're about to meet. Oh, come on. Hey, I'll buy you a drink for the trouble. Anyway, let's get going. What the hell is this? Is that an arena up there? What are you wearing? Oh my! Oh, it's the blacklight. Of course. Well, here we are. This place is the city's very worst home. For how long it's been around, it's kind of crazy how much more lively it's gotten in the past few years. No kidding, you won't find it on the map, yet people are still somehow finding their way down here. But what criminal wouldn't be tempted by a literal lawless zone where they can let off all the steam they damn well please? Might be a bit much for your little ones to handle right now, though. Yeah, I hate to do it, but I gotta introduce him to it eventually. Can't stay ignorant of his existence forever when you're in this line of work. True enough. So, my impression of you being a mother hen looking after her chicks wasn't so far off after all, huh? Oh, can it? Where the hell are we going? Let's peek at that nearby bar for the starters. Watch your back, alright? I know.
Mind if I split? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit?
Oh, Jesus. We're just getting robbed.
Any or worse.
We're just getting jumped straight up.
I'll beat your ass. Let's have some fun.
And because this is a lawless zone, no one's gonna stop.
Come on, a chance.
What the fuck?
Use
How much
the
health you got?
sharpness to get the upper hand.
You asked for it. You will get no mercy.
Here goes.
Just a straight up beating.
Fans alive. Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Yikes.
Your move, kid. All fired up. All right.
Did he really say your move, kid?
Earthquake.
Full boost. Go all out.
Your move. Over here.
Get that damage down.
Activating skill.
Son of. No need to be scared.
Healed yourself? That was the worst move you could have done.
Fire. Add some more. Activating skill.
And that's how it's done. Almost feel sorry for the bastards in hindsight. Almost. Gotta be pretty wet behind the ears to pick a fight with the immovable and not know who they were getting into. Goes to show why the Taito school still got its rep. It's lost some of its luster from back in the day, alas. The central dojo closed down 10 years ago after Master Raigu passed. That one hangs on by a thread, split between several desperate dojos. Speaking of those. Got something on your mind? I remember you like to go visit those rinky-dink dojos every now and then to go train with the disciples. Why not take up the mantle and revive the Taito school outright? You ever think of doing that? Can't imagine anyone would have a problem with you taking the reins. I'd love to see that as much as anyone, believe me, but I don't think I'm cut out to lead the whole school like that. And I can't just shirk my duty as a bracer to chase some pipe dream of mine. Maybe once I'm retired, I'll give it some thought. True, Guild probably can't afford to lose somebody as high up as you, given everything going on right now, yeah. You flatter me. I can't take all the credit, though. You really held your own in that fight back there. You've got a lot of oddball moves in your arsenal. I can tell you're trained in Kulun, clear as day. Must have a hell of a master to be able to fight like that. Hell of a master is right. He wouldn't waste his talent on a punk ass like me. Couldn't even repay him for everything he did. You don't say. Could he mean? Anyway, let's keep moving. Our destination should be further in. Bro, you're gonna get your ass kicked moving your feet like that in this area.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
So,
What
what do
will
you
it be?
sell? Ooh, I'm gonna need that. I think I missed some gifts, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to have.
I'll be seeing you.
Hey there, can I interest you in any of my specialty herbs? Satisfaction guaranteed. Before you ask, all my stuff is safe and street legal. I'm just here to give people a good time. I do have some of the grayer stuff, but I've had issues with people not using it right. Can't trust those boys with it, so I don't advertise it. I told them to be careful with that stuff, but no dice. That's what I get for dealing with those types.
The way she talks, it sounds like her stuff's on the up and up. You just gotta use it wisely and you'll be fine. Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look at her inventory. Partially because I'm curious and partially to make sure she's sticking to her word.
You know, I had some funky hookahs come in through Tharbad. I had them for sale for a hot minute, but then I heard the police were going around clearing them off the streets. I opened them up, and sure enough, they got some real hardcore stuff in them. I pulled them after that, and it's just not worth it. I'm not in that kind of business, so I sell good times, you know, not lifetimes.
Miss?
Hey there, boys. You out from town? Why don't you stay a while, and I'll show you a good time, You're quite the stud, and your friend here, he's just enormous. In more ways than one, I hope.
You make a tempting offer, miss. You're a real sight for sore eyes yourself. Not worth it, dude. It's a wild ride and you don't want to be on it. Resist.
Oh, I've got some fine wares for sale.
I don't know.
Best come again soon. Oh, best come again soon.
Banner launch.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh, thank you.
Well, look who it is, Mr. Arkwright Solutions himself. And he's got the immovable tagging along with him, too. Interesting, very interesting. Oh, something must be going on for the two of you to be working together.
Huh, you sound pretty well informed, sir. Nothing gets past you, does it?
You know what they say, knowledge is power. He who knows more controls most. That's the key to staying in the black down here. That is to say, I trust you won't have any problems with my humble little store, Mr. Vatic.
Of course, sir, provided you don't cause any trouble for us at the guild. Sheesh. Talk about an uneasy truce. I ain't sticking my nose in their mind games, no sir.
I shudder to imagine what necessitated that, but I know better than to stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Whatever's brought you two together, I appreciate your business.
This is where you get the real
Welcome.
hardcore weapons.
Thank you for coming.
Nope. Not even anything. I like that magic evasion we got going on. We're not buying
We
anything
await
this
your next
chapter, are
visit.
we?
Howdy there, Spriggity-Doo, and that is the immovable Mr. Zen I see. Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. How you been, big guy?
Wait, you guys know each other? You really are a celebrity down here, ain't you? I wouldn't say that. Morgan just happens to be one of the more reputable merchants here, and I do sometimes employ his services. He kind of tiptoes the legal line, but he's been an invaluable informant for us at the guild, so we just sort of look the other way.
Oh, mercy, that's nice of you, Mr. Zen. Too nice, in fact. I ain't even done that much, really. I still feel terrible that I couldn't help you before. I'm so sorely sorry. I'm pathetic, I tell you. Just a failure in the eyes of the Adios.
You know, it's weird as hell seeing a guy in a mask beating himself up like that. It's giving me whiplash. Yeah, I get that. He's an eccentric fellow, but I take it to mean he's a good guy at heart.
Well, shut my mouth. I'm surprised to see you two boys mingling together. I have a whole slew of outposts scattered around Calvert. I just happen to be staying around the Blacklight district for the time being. By all means, feel free to look around and browse my merchandise. I'm more than happy to show you all the wonderful blessings I have.
Not this one. I don't sense any chi. They must not be here.
I want to look!
Who in the hell are you talking about?
What's the kid doing here? Oh, hey there, little guy. Didn't see you there.
Whoa, you're big, mister. You should have some of Mommy's drinks. They're delicious. I'm not allowed to have any because I'm too little, but you guys will love them. I know it.
Sounds like a ringing endorsement to me. I'll never say no to a good glass of brew.
Really? You're gonna have one of Mommy's spirits? You promise?
You bet. I'm a little too busy to sit down for a drink today, but I'll come back another day for a deal.
I'm gonna tell Mommy right now.
Whoops, might have run my mouth a bit too much there. That kid got me hook, line, and sinker. I'll say. The word of this joint does pretty well.
You're like a bear, mister. Hey, mister, will you come back to play another day? I'll be waiting.
Well, how can I say no to a face like that? You got a deal, kiddo. I'll come back soon.
Well,
Let's talk if you've got. Don't take too long to decide now. Come back soon.
You serious? Zin? What the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Look, if you're just a customer, that's fine, but you're on our turf, and we're not the straight-laced you deal with on the surface. You just stay the hell out of our business, and we'll steer clear of yours. You got it?
Don't worry, I know my place here. I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers. Sometimes all I want to do is shoot the shit over drinks. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, provided you don't try to pull anything funny. And drop the goody two-shoes bullshit while you're here, okay? Makes me want to puke.
I hear you. I'll be careful. Thanks for the warning. She must be some kind of ex-Jaeger to be talking like that. Best you don't go down that rabbit hole. People don't like you prying into their histories. And anyway, pretty sure this ain't the bar we want.
Bracers make me sick just looking at them. Always have. I sure as hell don't miss that part of the surface. Bunch of hypocrites who don't know jack shit about how the world works.
They're not mafia bad, but that's not exactly a high bar. Just stay in your own damn lane. This is our world. You wanna be cops and your shiny badges don't mean shit. So get lost. And anybody who tries laying a finger on my Yoda, bracer or not, they'll have to pay. They'll have some real hell to pay.
Alright, miss, calm the hell down. Man, this is one
Boss is
big ass
gonna
place.
yell at you.
Oh no.
Oh man, that's, Well, now this is a discussion for another time. We literally only have 5 minutes left, and, well, because we only have 5 minutes left, we ain't got the time. So we're gonna end it here, and I'm gonna get to editing all these videos and rendering them, and then, yeah.
Every night I will save your life.